disapprove. I do not approve. This is actually the hardest flight I've ever taken in my life. They canceled my flight on me and moved it up 30 minutes. Who does that? From a different flight, the 11:55 flight, and I was changed to this one.
A Nigerian visa?
I have a Nigerian passport and visa.
Is it here?
Yeah. The expiration date is 2020? Okay, well.
Can I see the pin? This one's valid, right?
Yeah.
How many bags you checking?
2?
You can place it here.
Okay. This is the hard part.
Final stop is luggage.
Yes. I'm whispering. That's why I'm so close to the camera. Because the mic that I would typically hold so you can hear me, I put it in my check luggage. So what a wonderful idea. What a smart, well thought out idea, right? Check the mic system, but keep both cameras in my purse. It makes so much sense. So today was dilemma after dilemma after dilemma. I woke up, I thought they moved my flight, or I thought my flight was at 8 a.m. Crisis. Rectified that. I go on a whole bunch of errands, and around 5, 6, 7 o'clock, because I meant to leave early to come and check out this lounge. I'm in the lounge now. And I checked my email to find out the terminal, just for them to say, oh, I canceled your flight. And then they rebooked me onto an earlier flight. Like, who does that? Why would it be an earlier flight? But I'd rather go out today than tomorrow. So I am grateful, and I was ready. And I've eaten, and I'm drinking. So I'm not upset, but it felt like a crisis multiple times today. Especially when I found out that melanin hair care is sold out in Ulta. And that was my last errand to run, is to pick up some body and hair oil, because their packaging never spills. I don't know what kind of God they pray to, who they pray to, but they have never spilled in my bag, not one time. So I literally just be throwing it into my luggage because it's safe. So I wanted to grab some because I realized I ran out. Sold out. Anyway, my flight is starting to board in about 15 minutes. I've finally eaten, I've gotten my life together. I'm gonna do a little bit of editing while I'm here. And then I'm gonna head to the plane.
Merci pour votre attention.
Thank you for your attention.
Au nom d'Air France, tout l'équipage vous souhaite un excellent vol.
Y'all see that? It's cold as hell out here. Wow. Where do I even begin? So I think the last time I spoke into this camera, I was in the Amex room, the Amex lounge at JFK. I got on, I think I showed you a couple clips of me in the plane. So I get to Charles de Gaulle in Paris, and get on my next flight. It was only an hour to wait, so I didn't even like look for the next lounge. I immediately just went to the plane, got on, sat down. I like start watching Gossip Girl, and like yesterday, December 1st, 2 episodes dropped, so I get through both, and I realize, wow, we're still in the plane. And the plane has like started making a bunch of noise and it's getting ready to go, and all of a sudden, and the plane comes to a complete halt. So they're like, they don't say anything to us. Maybe another hour goes by before they're like, oh, it's a mechanical issue. The mechanic just got here, and he's about to fix it. We're like, okay. Meanwhile, if you know Nigerians, you know we are not a quiet group of people. We are silent. We have not complained, stood up, made noise. We have not done any of that during those first 3 hours. The mechanic comes, the mechanic goes. They try again, and it stalls out again. And they say nothing. That's when we lose it. I think everybody loses it. And the person next to me is a psycho. So I was like, damn, how did I get sat behind next to this lady? I like had my headphones on, so she knew I was not with the shit, because she started talking immediately, but like she was doing it really low and to like the person she came with across the aisle. So I just kept my headphones in and pretended like I had no idea what she was saying. I think I finished out the episodes, I start editing, and I'm like, dang, another hour has gone by. And like I said, in this 3rd hour, everybody loses it and starts screaming. And I mean, the moral of the story is we end up being on that plane for 5 whole hours. The trip from Paris to Nigeria is 6 hours. We spend that entire time on the plane, basically. Before they're like, okay, you guys can dismount the plane, and we're gonna reschedule, rebook you, give you a hotel, food, and all of that. Fine. We finally get off. There's no one to direct us. No one to tell us where to go. No one to show us where check-in is. The first person we see who has information on her shirt, I'm saying we, but it was really one person. The person immediately is like, can you tell us? And you know, Nigerians, we talk loud. It's not that we're mad. We're not all of the French ladies that we have seen obviously cannot take our noise level and immediately assume that we're yelling at them. And we're like, but are you listening to what he said? Because if you just listened, he asked you a basic question. Yes, he said it loud, but that don't mean you can't respond. Why are you immediately going into, I'm going to call the police? That I didn't understand. Anyway. We leave that one. They separate us into who has what passport, because Americans can go to a different hotel that you can actually enter Paris for, whereas if you only have a Nigerian passport, you have to go somewhere else. Fine. So I'm with the group of Americans, and I don't know, it just kept getting worse and worse. But now we got off that airplane, let's see, at 6. We got up 6 or 7. I just walked into this hotel room, and it's 10:02. Wow. I was so close to y'all, and you really could have seen me. My hair, it was raining outside. It is cold. Okay, so I dressed, I'm literally wearing like a mini skirt. I dressed to be appropriate for Nigeria when I arrived. Like, I don't like to carry around my coats, like all of that. So I dressed like it was gonna be 90 degrees. Like, I wore a sweater, but like, this is not what I have worn if I knew I was gonna be outside in 35-degree weather, which is what I ended up having to do to wait on the bus or the shuttle that took us to this hotel. And then the lobby to this hotel wasn't big enough. The first people, because I'm a New Yorker, I sat in the very first seat on the bus. I rushed off. I got to the front of the line to get our rooms, and then people were like, oh, it's cold outside, so they started to rush in and encircle, you know, they were trying to cut. I wasn't having it. The other people in the front weren't having it, and it turned into a shit show. All I knew was that I was the third person to get my room, and that was my only concern. Everybody else has to deal with their own fight, but me and the man who started the cutting business, because he was over with the men and he thought he was going to come over to me and it was going to be easier. Absolutely not. Immediately no. Immediately no, sir. There's no way you're getting a room before me unless we're going to die here tonight. Anyway, I don't know what happened, but I got my room and I'm in here and I hope to never see that man again. I'm about to get some food. I am not a person who would typically take the hotel they give me. Because, I mean, the bed looked nice, but that's about it. But here we are. I'm here now, and I'm going to go downstairs and get some food. I'm not going to film it. I don't have the bandwidth for it. My body hurts. I'm tired. I'm thirsty. All I've had was some chips. The chips were good, though. Let me show you the chips. What chips at? Terrell's. Terrell slow cooked crisps in mature cheddar and chive. That shit is good as fuck. And then I dipped it in tartinade de poivron. It's a roasted red pepper dip. Man, is it good. I tried to get a croissant because isn't that what one does when they come to France? But the one I got was it was in the airport. Airport food is never the greatest. And it's just okay. Probably better than like any gas station or bodega croissant, but nothing to like be like, France has the best food about. So that's that. That's my story before I go and get some food and a drink. So talk to you guys later. Good morning. I just woke up. It's 9:16. Listen, I put my alarm on for 6:30. I woke up at 6:30 and something in me, I don't even remember saying, oh, let me just sleep a little longer. I don't remember pausing the alarm. I don't remember nothing. But I went back to sleep at 9 and I just woke up. The bus is supposed to arrive at 9 to take us back to the airport. It's 9:16. I just brushed my teeth. Breakfast is over at 10. I don't know what's going on with this trip, but I'm not my normal self. Things aren't flowing. Things aren't going as my life usually does. Like, I'm not orderly. I don't know. Everything is just falling apart. But yeah, just came on here to tell y'all that, and I'm about to bounce because I ain't got no choice. The flight leaves soon. I'm not missing my flight. I'm not. And like, even in my heart, I do want to go and see Paris, but it also cost, like, we're $45 worth. No, we're 45 minutes away from the Eiffel Tower. So it's not even like I could have gone, seen it, because the sun just came up at 8:30. Yeah, it just, nothing is working out. And I just need to make this plane. Okay, so this is me in the future, and I'm going to slice this in. Y'all don't know this yet. The shit on my face is for a different story in a couple days. Back to the story. So what I didn't actually relive, I think I just wanted to like separate it from my memory, because so many things shouldn't have gone wrong on this flight. Now, I get to the airport this Saturday morning, and I asked someone, hey, like, I missed the, or like the flight was delayed, you know, on the way to Lagos, where should I go? They told me that I'm supposed to go to M. Terminal M, I think M48.